Yes, Lady Selena, we do. Um, that's why it's titled the way it is. Anyway, sorry about the 2 o'clock time. I thought I'd put it. Oh, excuse me. I thought I'd put it at 4 o'clock, which is like my usual time. But at any rate, I'm here now. Um, so let's see what old kitty cat has to say today. It's gonna be good. Ooh, excuse me. Hey, Pixie.
Say, I give permission to the Father, the Son, Holy Spirit to do whatever you want, say whatever you want, so be it.
Okay, I got a question. Like right off the bat, I've got a question. If this Trinity is all powerful, right? Why would you have to give it permission to do anything? I mean, seriously, does that make any sense whatsoever? If this Trinity is all powerful, why does anybody need to give it permission to do something? That doesn't even make sense. Well, I gotta say this, as loony as she is, as loony as she is, at least she brings some galvanization to that looniness. Oh, you didn't hear that? Hmm. Okay, just a minute. Did you hear her then? Lady Selena, yeah, my computer's acting up. Sorry about that. Did you did you hear her just then? Yeah, my computer's acting up again. Sorry about that. Did you hear just then? No? Uh, okay, let me try this. Just a minute.
Every single one of you, not just me. You have the right to speak against hell, the devil, who is your doormat. We are not a doormat. We are kings of in this world. We are kings and priests unto our God. We are the kings and lords. He is king and lord over.
Okay. Okay. Great. All right. Awesome. I thought we were going to have to do this another day. Kitty Cat, you do know there's no such thing as monsters. Well, I take that back. There is such a thing as monsters, but they are totally, totally human monsters. Totally human. There's no supernatural boogeyman out to get you. No supernatural boogeyman out to get you. I know you don't believe that, but anyway, alrighty, let's move on.
Christ gave us power over all the power of the enemy. Make sure you're using it. Open your front door and evict anything that doesn't belong there. Don't tolerate the devil. Whatever you do, don't participate with him by announcing his evil. Stop talking about what the devil's doing. Talk about what your God is doing. It's about time we marketed heaven and not hell. He has great plans for you. Entering into the greatest days this earth has ever seen. The end is far from us. Say it. You want what?
Okay, this is a common trick that they use. It's actually a study technique. It's not really a trick. It's just something they've absconded with that makes it a trick. The the best ways to make sure something gets into your brain is hearing it, seeing it, and repeating it. Okay? Hearing, seeing, repeating. So, best way to get it in your brain, and she's got two of the three. And this type, it's not a brainwashing technique unless it's used in the wrong way. Kind of like none of the brainwashing techniques are really brainwashing techniques unless you use them in the wrong way and you want to use them in the wrong way. But anyway, moving on.
We're kings and priests unto our God. We're the kings and lords. He is king and lord over. Christ gave his power over all the power of the enemy. Make sure you're using it. Open your front door and evict anything that doesn't belong there. Don't tolerate the devil.
Use the authority over an enemy that you don't have. No wonder this country's in the way it is right now. Well, yes, Selena, that's true too. That is true too. No wonder this country's in the pickle it's in. Kat, do that. I'm sorry, but I I gotta say it. I gotta say it. The men in white coats need to come for you, darling. That's all there is to it.
Whatever you do, don't participate with him by announcing his evil. Stop talking about what the devil's doing. Talk about what your God is doing. It's about time we market at heaven and not hell. He has great plans for you. Entering into the greatest days this earth has ever seen. The end is far from us. Say it. You want what God's got planned for you? Don't make any plans to die. Don't make any plans to be poor. Don't make any plans to be powerless. Your voice is everything. You have power in your tongue. In your words, you've already heard many others say it standing here. It's about time we did what we heard from heaven. We're kings and priests unto our God. We're the kings and lords.
Actually, Kat, my power is at the ballot box, which is why you people are going down. All right, moving on. You know what? Since my computer's acting, and I'm serious, that's why you're seeing it get crazy. I may have to schedule this for another day. I don't know. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's see what other things this idiot has to say.
He is king and lord over. Christ gave his power over all the power of the enemy. Make sure you're using it. Open your front door and evict anything that doesn't belong there. Don't tolerate the devil. Whatever you do, don't participate with him by announcing his evil. Stop talking about what the devil's doing. Talk about what your God is doing. It's about time we market at heaven and not hell. He has great plans for you. Entering into the greatest days this earth has ever seen. The end is far from us. Say it.
Yeah, Kit Kat, we are in the greatest days this earth has ever seen. And do you know why that is? Why is that, Kat? Gee, I really don't know. Oh, could it be that the world is the most secular it's ever been? Could it be that science no longer endears itself to religion? Could it be that we don't have to think about what we believe? Huh? Could that be it, Kat? Could that be it? You're going down. You're going down. The American people are tired of this. You're going down. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to get political. But yeah, you're going down. All right, moving on.
You want what God's got planned for you? Don't make any plans to die. Don't. You should expect things to happen and say it. You don't like you, stop saying who you are. You let people say who you are. Let God validate you. You lived inside of him. He held you in his hand while he sat on the throne and talked to you even if you don't remember it.
Oh, kitty cat. You don't know who you are. Gee, I didn't know that. I'm so sorry you don't know who you are, kitty cat Kerr. But might I just give you a hint that who you are isn't what you say you are, but what you do? That is who you are. What you do. And we know exactly who Kat Kerr is. We know exactly who Kat Kerr is. And it's not pretty. You can dress yourself up in your pink hair all you want. You can dress up in your clothes, in your pretty little clothes all you want. But that core that we see, that for some reason your followers don't, is a corpse in a wedding dress. That's what it is. That's what it is. You don't fool us, Kat Kerr. Oh, you can fool your audience. You can fool your followers. But you don't fool us. Moving on.
He put marks on your soul before he sent you here. He timed your birth on the earth. You're not a mistake. You were born for greatness, to demonstrate and manifest the power of the living God until the earth listens and obeys. You're not just raising children. You're shaping souls for the kingdom.
Oh, Kitty Cat Kerr doesn't even know what she was born for. Such a shame. Such a shame. Oh well, it's not like I'm really surprised. She doesn't really know anything, does she? I'm not trying to be dismissive of her when I say that. I mean, she doesn't really know anything. It's like there's nothing between her ears. She just has this alphabet soup that, she tries to make words out of, and it's not working.
These are amazing days, filled with wonder and splendor. There'll come days on this earth where people will race to be a believer. They'll beat your door down to find out what you know about Jesus Christ.
Dream on, Kat Kerr. Jesus never existed. At least not your version of Jesus. And the Jesus that did exist, that kernel of historical dude that got caught up in the Jesus story, is long dead. Long dead. And you're caught up in a fantasy world. That is not going to come to fruition. And the sooner you make peace with that, the better off you'll be. But then, of course, you probably don't want that, do you? Because then you can't bleed your sheeple of money. Because that's the only thing you're good at. The only thing you're good at is bleeding your sheeple of money. It's the only thing you're good at. You're running scared, Kat. Whether or not you want to admit that or not. I can see it. A lot of other people can see it too. You're running scared. And you know why? Because your type of Christianity is tumbling down around your ears. And you don't know what to do about it. Like I've said many times on my channel, I don't mind moderate and progressive Christianity. I don't mind that kind of Christianity. But your kind of Christianity is a rot and a stink to the human race. And the sooner we get over it, the sooner we put it in the trash can, the better off we'll be.
You're above and not beneath. God didn't send you here to beat you up or have the devil beat you up. You were sent here to kick him out. Submit yourself under the hand of God.
Yeah, because if they're not being, persecuted and they can't even make up persecution in the US, then they've got to be persecuted by an imaginary being. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense.
Resist means refuse and attack the plans of the enemy, and then he will flee from you.
Wow. Resisting a non-existent enemy. That's I gotta say that's pretty pathetic, Kat. If you have to resist a non-existent enemy, that's pretty pathetic.
I walk in a building, every demon runs out. I leave God's mark.
Gee, Kat, you ever think that maybe those demons don't exist except, like, in your head? You ever think about that? Gee, why don't I ever run into any demons? Well, I mean, think about it. It could be that they run whenever I come. I mean, it could be. Or it could be that they don't exist. Which one is most probable, Kat? Which one is most probable?
Mark on every restaurant, every business, every place I go, I walk into, walk in front of. Take territory. It was made for us. You were created to rule. You always existed in the Father.
And that's the problem we have in this world today, isn't it, Kat? That's the reason this world is going to shit. Because humans think that the earth is here for us. Got news for you, Kat. Not even the Bible says the earth is here for us. Not that I believe what the fucking Bible has to say, but so according to the Bible, God put man here to keep the earth and to dress it. Not to be lord over it. You don't even know your own fucking book. And this is what I harp on time and time and time and time again on this channel because I am fucking sick of it. These people don't even know their own fucking book. No, Kat, you don't have dominion over the earth. According to your own book, you have stewardship over the earth. And you are doing very poorly in that area.
Guess what? Because he's been from the beginning to the end, so have you. Before the earth was made, you were in him. You'd ride out on the rays of his rainbow. You'd see things that were going to happen. You knew your soul, you'd see it done. God puts his thoughts there. He writes his name there. He doesn't listen to what man or the devil's trying to say about who you are. He wrote on your soul if you'd be a male or female. He made plans for you then. Before
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. Kat, don't even try to talk about gender. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Okay? You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. It is a brain thing. Specifically, and get this, Kat, get this, okay? Let me hold your tiny little hand, because this is going to blow your fucking mind, okay? It has to do with the amounts of hormones that are in the mother's system at the time the brain is developing. Yes, sex is by and large biological, although there are exceptions because there's something like triple X syndrome and there's XXY and XYY and a whole bunch of other shit. But gender is specifically to do with what hormones are present in the mother's system at the time the baby's brain is developing. So don't you dare try to speak on things that you have no fucking clue about.
Before you were born, he knew you. Before you began to breathe, he saw you. Why? Because you live in him. He wrote every day of your life in a book. You get that book when you get to heaven. You'll be shocked and amazed what he said about you. You really want to make God happy? Learn to forgive like he forgives.
Why should we have to make God happy? Yes, Selena. Why should we have to make God happy? If God is all powerful, he can make himself happy. He doesn't need us to make him happy. He doesn't need us to make him happy. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're like going off the rails more than usual.
When he forgives, he does not remember it. He doesn't bring it back up. He doesn't dwell on it. It doesn't make him unhappy.
Yeah, you know why, Kat? You know why that is? Because your God doesn't the real. Even if you've forgiven somebody, Kat, that doesn't mean you can forget what happened. That isn't the point of forgiveness. It never was. And for you to think that it is just tells me that you miss the point completely. You think your God is asking you to forgive others. You don't even know what forgiveness is. That doesn't bode well for you, Kat. That doesn't bode well for you, Kat.
So you do that. See how it feels. Satan trembles. Every time you choose to forgive, he trembles. The author of Fear and Terror is afraid of you.
So let me get this straight. A supernatural being who is capable of just about anything is scared of a mortal. Yeah. Doesn't do for me, Kat. I don't think so. I think you're full of shit. I think you've been full of shit. And I think you know you're full of shit. I think you know you're full of shit. Because there's no way a supernatural creature would be scared of a mortal creature. That doesn't even make sense as a statement. That doesn't even make sense as a statement, Kat. You can be in your little echo chamber all you want, but the people out here, the people who really know what's going on, we see you we see you for who you are. And who you are is not pretty. Like I said, a corpse in a wedding dress. That's what you are, Kat. That is exactly who you are. A corpse in a wedding dress. And it doesn't look good for those of us who can see you for who you are. You can dress it up in pretty packaging all you want. You can. But you're not fooling those of us who can see you for who you are. You can fool your acolytes. But you're not fooling us.
That's why he doesn't want you on the earth. That's why he doesn't want us to have a voice. He's tried to muffle us. He tried to keep us apart. That should let you know what two things scare Satan. Fellowship together. Love one another. Consider those of the household of God first. You know someone need help, help them.
Maybe, Kat, maybe you ought to go down to Florida and tell that to DeSantis. Just a thought.
I agree with you can never outgive God. I was born to give money away. That's why Margaret, my CFO, was born to make it and keep it. I'd have none left to do anything with. I thank God every day for Margaret, the smart one in my company. I am revelation, she is calculation. Everyone else is up.
This is a fucking train wreck. Bye, Selena. This is a fucking train wreck. So I'm going to leave it there. Like I said, Kat, we can see who you are. And it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. We can see who your colleagues are. And it ain't pretty. It ain't pretty. You think you're fooling people. The only people you're fooling are the people who want to be fooled. That's who you're fooling. That's who you're fooling. Well, friends, I'm fed up with Kitty Cat Kerr for today. Didn't think I'd be. Oh, excuse me. I didn't think I'd, be fed up with her like 40 minutes in. But anyway, but yeah, I'm sorry I wasn't here at 2. I got, I got my Tdap and my flu vaccine on Tuesday, and I always have a drowsy time for a few days after that. So, uh, but I did get it in, and I will be here tomorrow for Saturday live stream. So, yeah. So everybody, please thumbs up the video, leave comments down below. It helps the algorithm. If you can afford to, please donate by PayPal, or you can become a member for as little as 99 cents a month. And I will talk to you tomorrow. Oh, excuse me. Alrighty, guys. Bye.